Will you continue to receive unemployment benefits if your employer offers you to come back to work and you don't? This is an unemployment and PUA update for Saturday. And this is LALATE. Thanks for tuning in. As always, like and subscribe to this channel and drop your comments below, and we may feature them in Sunday's recording. But first, and we'll be answering 26 incredible questions about PUA in a second, but first the news. And this came up in the super chat on Friday. We did a live one on the water, and I hope you joined us. Some people were asking and talking about some of their friends. They weren't viewers of this channel per se, but they were referring to people they knew that they said that they had received, that they knew people who were receiving unemployment benefits, but were offered by their employers the opportunity to return back to work, and they refused to receive and refused to return. What happens? The answer is the following: the employer will inform the state agency that the employee refused to return back to work, and the benefits will be cut off. It's as simple as that. The way that PUA and unemployment benefits works is they are cut off once you return back to work. Refusing to return back to work because your fear of getting COVID-19 is not grounds, and it's come up as a question repeatedly on this channel. In fact, Elliot has learned is actually on some of the recordings when you call into call centers from state unemployment offices and are on hold, it actually says refusing to show back at work for fear of getting COVID-19 is not grounds to not work. So please listen carefully to that. As we've detailed on this channel before, PUA and unemployment benefits are basically the same amount of money. They start with a base level of benefits, $139 to $169 per week, and on top of it, the federal government puts $600 per week if you're impacted from the weeks of March to July. The CARES Act provided that from March to July. The HEROES bill, which came out of the House from the Democrats and is now in the Senate, proposes extended PUI benefits into January 2020. At the moment, that seems to be dead on arrival. Republicans don't want it. But when it does become an issue, Elliot will update it for you in our stimulus check and stimulus package updates, which are daily now. So let's get right to your questions. PUA, heartfelt music. I like when you say bombshell. Yes. Well, thank you, Heartshell, bombshell. Bernardo Gutierrez. I'm in San Diego today. I received my EDD debit card. Max says $450 weekly and retroactive. LA, keep up the good work. Congrats. So he got raised on his benefits. So he got raised from the 167, I think California's minimum is, to 450 automatically, and that's before the $600 per week. Congratulations. You are going to see, and I'm going to drop a bombshell right now, you're going to see that in California there's a lot of viewers in today's comments that said this happened approximately March 22nd. So if you're watching California, looking at your account, it may be there now. Kevin Lee, good news, LA was finally approved today for PUA here in Texas. Oh my God, finally Texas came through. After 5 weeks, that's him talking, not me. Just have to wait 2 to 3 business days to get all my back pay. Unfortunately, it'll be next week sometime, but I'll keep y'all updated. Well, thank you, Kevin Lee. I am so happy Texas finally came through. Now all we need is Florida, and we're all good. Eileen Benenkamp, Maryland ain't sending money either. Oh no, here we have Maryland having a problem. All backed up. It's a hot mess. Just cruising mom. Thank you all for all you're doing. Florida was hacked yesterday. As if Florida's not bad enough. We're all still waiting to find out how much information was stolen. The website has been down. They gave all the information, including driver's license, social security, and tax returns, bank account information. Really quite scary. That might have to be tomorrow's video. Jacina Hernandez, will they pay retroactive benefits in California even my application was accepted till May? Yes. So if you said the day of impact was March, you will get retroactive benefits back to that date, and they will include the $600 from the federal government. Damian Santini, LA. So I received an email to certify for weeks on May 12th. I've been looking every day to see status, and all it says is I received certification for weeks back to 3/15. How likely is I'll be paid if the weeks of 5/2 and 5/9 I didn't work? I don't understand that. I've been looking to see the status and see if I'll be receiving certification for the weeks back to 3/15. Some states haven't gotten to retroactive benefits yet. California apparently is now. How likely is it if I will get paid in the week of 5/2 and 5/9 if I didn't work? Oh, you will, but you have to certify benefits. You have to go into your tab. I always say tab, but some states don't have tabs in their portals. They have buttons or click-throughs. You go up there, you click around, and it's going to say something like certify for benefits. You have to certify for benefits of the week starting March or ending at 5/2 and 5/9, and when you do that, then you get your benefits. Who is this? Trucker. Oh, here it is. Trucker Iceberg Slim. What a screen name. In North Carolina, the wait for approval is 21 days backed up. Awful. Awful, North Carolina. Roe King. I applied for childcare. I was getting paid in cash, no receipts. Got approval from PUA last week. But later in the case, they asked for receipts or something that I could prove. Just write down in Excel or Word and send it to them. Thank you. Roe King. You have to have some proof of your business. So, I would have not just financial evidence, but substantive evidence. So if you have emails from the people that you did business with, you have invoices, anything that substantiates who you were working for and what you were doing. So when they see financial numbers, all they see is deposits and deposits, deposits. They don't know what that is. So something that verifies what's going on. The more the merrier. Don't be short on the documents. AWI, who comments regularly, today someone is handling my husband's Lyft, and the benefits are $188 a week, and Uber is being handled by my tax team, by a tax team. Something about getting in touch with Uber, but we have to wait for the process. Hoping for back pay in Washington State. No, Uber and Lyft have nothing to do with your PUA benefits, but I don't know what that means. Uber and Lyft have nothing to do with you getting PUA benefits. There are a lot of people on this channel who are Uber and Lyft drivers who apply for PUA because you apply for PUA. Uber and Lyft don't apply for you, and you get those benefits. Tank Dog. People, make sure you set up your direct deposit information. If it's PayPal or your regular bank for faster deposits, unless you already got your UI Bank American card. Yes, set things up correctly. This is not the time to do things incorrectly. Eileen Bellenkamp. I'm self-employed. I got eligible status for someone else's job benefits from Petco under my social. What? Wow. Crazy. Tried to call them not my income from Petco, where I never worked, but nobody can get on the phone. That's awful. Awful. Cutie Pie. Kentucky so far, no one's getting paid. PUA, very, very few still waiting. We detailed Kentucky before. Kentucky, Texas, and Florida have been the hotbeds of messes so far. And the lady said she didn't get a call by a week. Call her back. Wow. Bananarama. Laura, I applied for PUA in 4.8. Still no answer from EDD. I received a denial regarding a UID application 327. I'm an independent contractor. ED is not answering the call, so I sent a message via the tabs. No reply. Zero benefits, I'm supposed, from UI. Since I have a PUA application confirmation, is that safe to assume I'm still processed? So if you're California, Laura, which you are, I go in there and see under one of the tabs, it should say something like, what is your eligibility period? And it should say 3/27 to 12/31/20 because you are claiming impact from March 27th. And that is how they write it. If you don't see it, then they haven't gotten to you. The fact that you applied on 4/28, they should have already done it by now. That's the very first day. So what I'm thinking is that you're approved, you just don't realize you're approved, and you haven't certified for weekly benefits. You have to click on the certified for weekly benefits and go through there, get them all done every week, do them correctly, and then you'll be queued up for your money. Trace Rocks, not California, but Colorado, and disturbing. My boss's wife on PUA, due to her business shutdown, drove to Nashville to visit her son. She got an email from Colorado saying she wasn't eligible for unemployment due to being out of state. How do they know she drove somewhere? They're either monitoring her social media, phone, or both. That's really weird. I don't understand that. BV's Kissing. I'm a wedding makeup artist, and most of my bookings are rescheduled to next year. If I get a part-time job that generates an extra $200, will I lose my PUA benefits? That's a really hard question because you're asking a PUA question with a UI answer. So if you are a makeup artist, you're a PUA. But if you get some PUA work, I'm saying independent contractor work, you have to disclose that, and it'll just reduce your weekly benefits. Now, the fact that you may be getting UI benefits as to PUA, there is a question in there on a weekly certification of benefits. You have to look at it. If you don't know the answer, don't click it until you call your local state agency. It does ask that question, so you need to know how to answer it. Remember, employer is not you. You aren't your own employer. Even if you have an LLC or a corporation, you aren't your own employer. They're asking about for example, working at Petco or something, that Petco may call you up to work part-time in the next few days, even though you are an independent contractor and do stuff normally. If you have questions to today's PUA video, drop your comments below and we feature them in tomorrow's recording if you drop them by 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. As always, like and subscribe to this channel and stay with LA for more.